Okay, so I'll get started. Welcome, hello everybody, and welcome to your assessment centre experience. Oh, I can't move my slides on. That's a good start. There we go. So my name is Louise Smart, and I am the delivery manager here at SRS. For those of you that might not know SRS, we're basically an early careers consultancy working with lots of universities to improve the confidence, the aspirations, and ultimately the employability of people like yourselves, students that are wanting to get into the graduate market. So we're the leading UK provider of assessment centres, but we also work with graduate employers, and we help to design and deliver a number of their recruitment processes. So we really know our stuff when it comes to graduate recruitment and the current market. So you're in very safe hands. So you might be wondering, why is it important for me to take part in this assessment centre? So you're probably aware it's a really competitive graduate labour market out there. We basically just want to give you an opportunity to practice before you launch yourself into that market. So it really is a wonderful, valuable opportunity to take part in 2 real-life exercises that are very much based on the types of exercises or activities that you'd be involved in if you were going through an assessment centre for real. And we just want you to showcase. We want to showcase your performance and your abilities and your skill set. And this is a great sort of safe environment, basically, to do that in. Our assessors, now they all have graduate recruitment experience. They might have been graduate recruiters themselves in the past, and they may still actually be working with graduate recruiters currently to help deliver all of those positions that they're hiring for over the autumn. So they're real great professionals who will give you some fantastic feedback and advice on how to be the best going forward. And as you know, the assessment centre is a very common part of the recruitment process. It's very likely that you're going to end up going through an assessment centre in the future. On that note, I was going to ask you, but my chat function doesn't seem to be working. I was going to ask you to post in the chat what percentage of graduate recruiters you think use the assessment centre model. Now, my chat's not working, so I don't think that's going to work, but have a think in your mind what sort of percentage you might think that might be. High, middle, low. 86%. Okay, so it's really high. So the chances of you going through an assessment centre in the near future are really high. So this really is just an opportunity for you to practice in advance of doing that and getting some great feedback. On that point, feedback. So 24 hours after your assessment centre, you'll receive some individual personalised feedback, a bit like what you're seeing here on the screen. It's broken down by exercises and by competencies, and it will give you some really clear instructions and guidance as to how to be better going forward. It'll look at what you did in the exercise, and it'll commend you on your how you performed, but it'll also outline how you could do it even better next time. So it's something that you will receive as a soft copy, and you can keep going forward, and you can refer to ahead of any future real-life assessment centre. So the exercises you're going to take part in your assessment centre, you've got 2. You're going to do the group exercise and you're going to do a presentation. So group exercise, kind of as you'd expect. You'll be in groups of about 4 or 5, and you will be working on a task together to deliver back to an assessor. Okay, I can't tell you very much more than that. But the things that you might want to think about when it comes to a group exercise are how you can showcase yourself as being a good team player. Okay, so you want to be listening to the others. You want to be bringing them into the conversation. You also want to get your point across too. Okay, that's really important. But just also be aware of the sort of the team dynamic and just be respectful of that situation. And then you've got the presentation. So similar, that'll be done in a group sort of situation. So there'll be about 4 or 5 of you again. And you'll each have an opportunity to present for about 5 minutes, a presentation back to your assessor and your peers in the room as well. You'll get to those topics very soon, so you've got plenty of time to prepare for that. And then we'll be asking you to deliver a short 5-minute presentation on one of those topics back to us on the day. Be prepared to answer some questions at the end for maybe 3 or 4 minutes afterwards. But having sort of that time to have done the research for your presentation, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, so the venue and the schedule. So we're holding the assessment centre at the Etihad. I hope that's kind of familiar to some of you. It's a really impressive venue. We really love it. The exercises that you'll be taking part in, you'll actually be in the executive boxes with pitch side views, which are quite impressive, I must say. And you'll be coming in throughout the day in 3 waves. So you have a session 1, session 2, and session 3. You can see down the side here the sort of expected arrival time and finish times and times of the exercise. In general, you expect to be there for a couple of hours. Just as a reminder, there's no parking on site for students at the Etihad, so have a think about your journey and how you can best get there. Okay, this is quite important. Seems quite obvious, but we really can only assess you on what we see and hear. Okay, so when you're there, make the most of that opportunity. Okay, speak up, speak clearly, speak with as much confidence as you can muster on the day, and you will really, really get back what you put into it. I promise. Okay, so just put your all into it, and look forward to getting that feedback and sort of positive critical analysis of how you've performed on the day. But we can only do that if you're going to talk up. You know, in the past, we've seen students who sort of sat in the corner and mumbled a little bit, and it's so much of a shame, because we really want to hear you and we want to see what your contribution is, so we can really evaluate you for your own sort of advantage. And lastly, I just want to say, sort of enjoy the experience. It is a good one. It might feel a bit daunting right now, but just remember, it's not a real life job that you're applying for. This is really just for you to practice, okay? So the stakes aren't high. It's nothing too scary. It hopefully will be a nice experience for you. And on that point, just sharing a little bit of the feedback that we've received in the past from some of our students, someone even saying that they found it life-changing. So wonder whether you might be saying the same, but hopefully it'll be a really good experience for you too. I really do wish you the best of luck in your future assessment centre, and look forward to seeing you in Manchester very soon. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.